Okay, so we take a look at Gemini CLI, and if you haven't installed any extension, we will take a look at how that can be done. Now if you go to GeminiCLI.com, you will find the setup instructions there, right? So this is the npm package @google/Gemini CLI. So if you copy this and then you open your command prompt, simply put it in here and follow the instructions. So it will install. After that it will ask for auth. Now auth can be through your one of the Google AI Studio account or through API. If you choose API, the pricing will be different. You will get like 500 queries per day for free, and in case of if you go through your authentication through account, you will get like 1000 or something. Right now we move to the part where we check the extension. Now in the official Gemini CLI website, you will find the top menu saying extensions. Tap on it, you will notice this page, right? You will notice some of the extensions that connect you through MCPs, and also some extensions that allow you to create the / command within your Gemini CLI. And when you actually tap onto these cards, you will notice it will show you the command Gemini extension install, and then this is the GitHub links. So this pattern will repeat for all the packages of these extensions, right? So if we check one of the package of these extensions, you will notice Postgres has something like this. It has shown how to set up the extension, install it, then configure. In configure, you will notice, right? So you notice the export command with these details being local to your Postgres server, right? Then you get to use them as / command, right? And then you have bunch of tools in there. Now each of these extensions have their own / command and options, right? Now let's say if I choose to use something like code review, and if I check their official GitHub, you can set it up by simply pasting this link into your command line like this. Now next is the / command part. You will notice this adds this / and then code -review. So basically we can run this particular command, and then it will check the code changes from previous to current branch, and then show you what changed and what sort of the quality issues it has, right? So moving from that part, we can pick few extensions to show you. So code review is one. Another you can check out, let's check something like task. So if you type in the task, it will show you the respective extensions on that part. So Jules has one task approach, another is Monday is there, also Cloud Assist is there. You can also try SQLite. Currently SQLite is missing, but MySQL and Postgres is there. So you have like, right? So apart from that, you can also check the GitHub as one of the MCP server. Then there is Chrome tools, right? So if you're building something from DevTools, this can be used. Moving on, we can also check prompt library for some of the already crafted prompts. You can check on GitHub how to work with it. You can simply say installation, you can use this prompt. So code review security docs, right? You can take a look at this particular extension to show you how exactly it works, right? So we will start by checking CLI prompt library, right? So if I select this and copy this, now before that I will have to power up the Gemini by typing Gemini, and then it should start the command line interface, right? If there is any auth issues, it will ask me to log in through the Google, or alternatively there is also API option, right? So between two I will choose Google login, and once logged in it will load the Gemini interface, right? So once the Gemini CLI opens up, you will also notice if there is any update, it will try and install with background. So background service is currently working, and as you can see it has successfully updated. Now I have to check the / command. Here you can see when you use / it will show you the available / command. So about being one, then auth, then bug report, chat, then clear, compress, and so on, like this. There are plenty of those, like 26 / commands are there. So going back to extension, you can see I can copy this command to install it, right? There is also the GitHub explaining the option to choose between the two. Now let me go back to command prompt, and then you can see Gemini extension install. Let's see if it takes that command, or we have to use another command prompt for this. Now it says allow execution of Gemini, yes, allow once, right? So Gemini extensions and so on. So it is asking because it is already inside the shell. So allow it and let it finish the extension. It will also show you the option yes and no, and type in yes, right? Can say yes and it will go there. If we don't want to type in, it will kind of stay frozen in some cases. Often it does not proceed unless you manually say allow this time or allow always. So always use Control F and then give your option and let it proceed. So it will start, and then again it will ask you for the option. You can use always allow. It will move on to next step. Right, so let me give it multiple times. Okay, so whenever that particular prompt shows you something like this, it also shows you ability to focus on these shells, and then you can proceed. Okay, so after the installation, let's see if we added any form of / command. So we will use / by focusing on first. Now let's check how many of those commands are added. Earlier there were like 26, and now as you can see there are more than 26. So MCP is one that is added, then there are other as well. As you can see there is writing one, then there is this terminal setup GitHub, then writing presentation, then writing email, right? And then create template or best practices, and let's see few others. So these are some of the coding prompts that are being added. So totally the amount of / commands are increased to 54, also saving you some time for writing specific type of content. For example, this particular writing presentation one and the email one that is added after the inclusion of this particular Gemini extension. So this Gemini CLI prompt library, right? So if I minimize this particular and come back to the Gemini CLI, I use slash and then say writing, and then I will have to choose the format. So let's assume that I want to create, say, technical dash block, and here we will see write a blog post explaining expo file system calls and how it can be used to create file manager like apps. Export the post in .txt format, right? And now I will just close it with the 2, right? So after that I can hit enter and wait for it to create the content, right? So the extension here helps you in one of the slash command for writing your technical content, as well as for, let's say, code review, security, MCP, any GitHub related operations, right? So like it has 28 slash command included within your Gemini CLI, right? So we'll wait for it to finish. So it will take its own time to set up the structure and design the output. So as you can see, it is asking me to allow once or multiple times. So here it created this content, right? So it is specific to Expo, and it has finished with the file name being Expo file system blog post txt. So I will try to check within this particular, right? So here we have like edit pad. I can use on notepad or any other ID. So let's try and use notepad just once, and I will check this particular post. So it has managed to create the build of file manager with Expo. Dive into file system API. It explained what needs to be done. The blog post also covers the markdown required to render this particular type of content within your CMS that supports markdown code, right? At the end it also shows you complete working example to do that. Finally there is conclusion, also the references, how it managed to do all of this, right? And the file is saved. So we managed to do this with one of the Gemini CLI extension, and now you know how to add any extension, also make use of those slash command added by the CLI extension.